Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa. We're in the home stretch.
This is like the investigation of the millennium.
Yeah, probably. I mean, of our lifetimes, definitely. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us.
I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up
That's
to
what I was
cover
gonna
more
say.
ground.
That's what I was thinking was a smart way to do it.
It's fair. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school.
We can visit all the places we couldn't before.
Kodo.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary.
With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together.
All right.
I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukiro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed in a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. I think that lends very well to that being Junko's body.
I do agree. I agree.
I think that was Junko's body. I don't think
do
Mukuro
too.
was dead.
Well, it's funny because I made a comment to your sister about this, and she goes, interesting theory.
Eh. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba,
She's not dead.
she's not dead, then we'll know who the mastermind is. I'm pretty sure that's the mastermind. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The Headmasters Room, the Biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms. That was my first thought.
Me
Was
too.
where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to Truth Bullets. All right,
We
cool.
made a list.
That's good because I was never going to remember. All right, let's start with the
Second
data.
floor.
Oh, okay. Let's start with the second floor.
Isn't that where the dorms are?
Yes.
There you go. All right. So where
Oops.
are the dorms on this floor?
They should be. Good question.
Is there a exclamation point on this floor? Or isn't?
No. So where are the?
Where are they?
I see the library. I see 2 classes. I don't see anything that strikes me as dorms.
I know they said there was something that was blocking that you couldn't get to before. No, this isn't it. No.
No. Okay.
Go back to the map.
This is a map.
I mean, like the map that has the exclamation points on it. Is there another like second floor? The data center.
Data center. Headmasters Room.
Okay. Garden, dojo,
The Biolab.
and the dojo. First floor, second floor.
This is the pool. All right. Well, maybe we deal with that later.
Okay, whatever.
Wait, there are 2 ways to the first floor.
All right, let's go with trash room.
Maybe it's. I think it might be this one,
Okay,
actually.
try it.
Yeah, remember, because this is right by the storage room. Remember, we couldn't get through before, so you can probably only get there from here.
Oh, there we go.
The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. All right, makes sense.
Whoa.
Whoa. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. So alright, I'm trying to remember all the facts. There was a tragedy of sorts.
Yep, it was the greatest tragedy ever to have happened, apparently. And there's that room with all the body and the blood.
Yep. Okay,
Alright,
not
bed.
much to this. Bed.
There's blood.
The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Does that... Can I do anything with that after the... Like,
The
bathroom's the
door.
only other thing in here. I opened the door just a crack and glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Alright. So that...
Nothing else here?
Nada.
Okay.
I just realized that everything's barred, too.
Yep.
That seems odd. I can't imagine all that stuff was barred up before the tragedy, so that would mean that they did it
After.
after? That seems odd. I'm surprised.
That's the way we came in.
Can I? Oh, I didn't see that I could get through this way. Alright.
So there's bathrooms, looks like another room.
This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Alright.
Bathroom looks fine. Interesting.
I don't see anything that we can
No.
investigate. That's odd.
Next door there's a room, I think. Like graffiti on it.
Yeah, and then there's one stuff at the very end of the
Okay.
hall. Okay,
So
so
let's
let's
see what this is.
go here. Do here first. It's like a...
Giraffe.
Yeah. I wonder if we could have looked at that. Remind me when we leave.
Okay.
This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers.
They have those weird bars on some of them.
Yeah. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Alright, we got coins, but I thought that would have added to the truth bullets. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. This must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Can we go get other people's handbooks?
I don't know.
I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope. Okay. Yep, got all that. I have a feeling we're gonna have to go down and get the e-handbooks. Metal plate. There's no way to move it and get it open. Okay. I wonder if we are gonna be able to... Oh, this locker's already broken.
So my only thing though is I bet you Mukuros is the only one that works on it. She's the only one that was living in here.
I'm just curious. The fact that it's doing it for every single one makes me think that our handbook is gonna open one of these up. Alright. This one
How
is
many lockers is there that you can open?
quite a few. And that's why I think... I can't imagine they would have you go through all of this
If we couldn't get them open.
if we couldn't get at least one open. I mean, I really hope that they wouldn't. There's
There's
that
more
one.
on the other side.
Yeah. I don't think this locker's gonna open, but we do get some Monokuma coins. So I'm curious to see if, like, maybe they recycled the e-handbooks and ours would open one of them. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to open it. Okay. Can't. Oh,
Those are all broken.
I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Oh. All
None
right.
of them
Maybe I
open.
was wrong. Yeah, because there were. All right. Let's leave. That's weird that it lets you.
Oh, investigate. See if you can investigate the door.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, that button doesn't even work out here. So
okay.
that. All right. I was.
More blood.
Like.
Door.
It's the only. Yeah, and then there's a door inside. All this. I think. Didn't Kyoko say that there's like a headmaster dorm? Mm-hmm. This has gotta be it.
Yep.
This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
It's the headmaster's private room.
Ah. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I've decided to check it out one more time.
Huh? A regret? Alright, first let's talk to Kyoko. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her, alright? I mean, clearly I'm going for the computer.
Yep.
There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used this list, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might... That's you.
Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair?
However,
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. The group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sort of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure.
But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
I see. That's a good outlook to have.
That's weird. Alright. And then it looks like below the desk is something. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. No. I'm
It's
assuming
like
that I'm going to be
a
able to
chair?
spend those coins on something since I'm assuming we're not going to get free time ever again. A leather chair.
No.
I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's.
I wonder if your coins carry to the next game.
Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. That would make sense because otherwise I don't know how you get presents to everybody. Is it some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something or a hidden...
so
There's a gap here, but it's not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
a breeze?
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall.
Open space, does that mean... You mean like a hidden room?
I think I might know how to open it.
You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
however,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there.
You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been in his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this,
Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there, but maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be, is it Kyoko? Something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name? Yes!
What?
huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want.
Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong.
Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Beep. Burn. What? That did it. Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Alright, so we've
Follow
seen...
the detective.
We're the top detective now.
There's a present in here.
Whoa. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well have not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Alright, let's take a look at the other stuff first.
Yeah.
I'd better check that suspicious
Of course
present before I
not.
do anything. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But, I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto.
Why? You think it's dangerous?
No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably.
Huh?
It would seem.
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see.
Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway.
Just don't scream or anything, okay?
Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Oh god. It's gotta be like a birthday present, right? Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. The music stopped. I stole a hesitant glance inside and...
Oh boy.
Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones.
Is it her dad?
Well, that would make sense. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought.
What? Just as you thought, how could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones.
Well, it's not that. I was thinking of the bones specifically.
I thought it was gonna be a head.
I just had a feeling it would be his body.
That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box.
My father.
Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him.
Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Oh, hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So.
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
And the only people to take a single step since the killing game began. Ah, okay.
Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two big ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words.
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway.
As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? Yeah. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder.
I don't know if it's nice to find a hidden room present.
Hidden room present.
Alright, can we check out the...
Can I look at the rest of this stuff now? This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like a stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want.
Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well.
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now.
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate.
Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... now found something like this? So what do you expect me to do now?
Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why what? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. It's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he'd even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father?
Kyoko. Photo Kyoko headmaster. Truth bullets, alright.
The desk.
The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like.
Are you sure?
Because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't.
Okay, then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer, is this? It's an e-handbook, right? Ah, and it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what this is.
I think you're probably right.
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it?
But Kyoko.
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here.
Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Alright, so that's
No,
why.
it is. We're gonna go open those lockers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto,
Huh?
can I ask you a favor?
A favor? What is it?
so
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it's only inconvenienced you that much more, but
hey,
could you leave?
Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a little bit.
Kyoko.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
I
a
need
second.
to get my emotions in order.
You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad, how you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul, but...
Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself.
Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Alright, back to the lockers.
Yeah.
Is she really okay? Kyoko. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead.
You saw this.
But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... Yeah. 16, yeah, one of the 16 students, got it. 15 of us met in the male hall. Add Mikuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mikuro. Even she's undeniably
She's
dead.
not dead.
She's not dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Kina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive, then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. No, you're wrong. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be.
Alright.
No,
To the
that's
lockers,
wrong.
my good man.
No, that's wrong. Alright, so, this should actually open all of them up.
Some of them might be.
Right, I mean, it should open up anyone that's still in somewhat decent shape. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. Card reader, there must be, yep, after all, okay. Well, let's just give it a try. No, we already know. Maybe the lockers, yeah. Wait, but what about that emergency handbook I found in the Headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and...
Is it going to be one of the people that we know?
Oh.
That's what I keep
All right,
wondering.
just what I was hoping for. Now, let's see what we've got inside. Well, this locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belonged to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Crystal
It's
ball.
like hero stuff.
This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yeah, there we go. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added. Okay. What's this one?
That incense thing.
Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't these used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right?
Nope. I had a feeling.
Yeah, you were right. I think this is the lockers of everyone that's still alive. And we will continue going through them in the next episode.
Stay tuned for Locker Rummaging 101.
Yeah, invasion of privacy, here we come. All right. Anyway, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.